Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch you now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long here for Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56!
Here's Hill now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hill Complete. Richardson has it. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week one. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he was a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Here's Hill now after the interception. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Back down. Green 30. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Caught on the right side. Reed. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Hill chased, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Over!
Now Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And it's taken in at the 9. A first scoring update now from Carolina. The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get help there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
On 1st and 10, Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10. Hill again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this one might be a free play. Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Hill. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Hill forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Throwing on 1st down. Hill letting one go deep. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Hopkins with the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Gone!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, the
ball comes out. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On second down, Rosen. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit!
On second down, here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
On 1st down, Hill steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! No. Check. Patrick! Patrick!
Right back to him on 1st down. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 40 yards. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Leopard!
We got three, fellas. We got three. Whip.
No. Check. Patriot!
Check your outreach. Check 31.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, Lucky 56. Gun.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Everyone's got four.
Detroit! Detroit!
He's checking. Crash.
On the ground, Geis. The first NFL touchdown for LSU's Darius Geis as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Gone. 319. Gone.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue landed! Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
Now Rosen on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Now let's go! Green 39!
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go! No, check, Patriot!
Rosen off the play action. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Hill on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Gun. Blue 90. Gun.
Throwing on 1st down. Hill fights through one man. That's shedding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Detroit.
Single.
All right, here we go. Blue Detroit. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Hill now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Hill shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Gun.
Mike 20.
A shotgun snap for Hill. He'll take it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Now, Barney. Green 39.
Switch.
Hot.
Hey, Mike 20.
Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey.
They go to Johnson again. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having